let's dive in a little bit to the Los Angeles Lakers, who are looking at a Summer League championship appearance again tonight, going on at 8 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN. But we talked before about the Kawhi Leonard situation. Let's rehash that a little bit for those of you who are just joining us now, especially the Lakers fans that we have on Facebook. The Raptors have officially taken the lead in the Kawhi Leonard race. And apparently, the 76ers and Lakers have completely given up on trade talks. Good for the Lakers. Don't put up with this crap. You have no reason to sit around and wait for them to try to figure out whether or not they actually want to trade for Kawhi Leonard. So here are the top three teams right now for Kawhi. You have the Toronto Raptors, the LA Clippers, and the LA Lakers. We went over a couple of trades beforehand as to what we could see with Kawhi Leonard, what teams he could go to, as well as what those lineups could be. We will not rehash those now because if you want to see them, just go watch the YouTube video that we'll be putting out tonight about 5 teams for Kawhi Leonard. So my top 3 teams right now for Kawhi. Number 1, I, again, cannot believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. The Toronto Raptors, the number 1 team for Kawhi Leonard in terms of a trade. Then we have the LA Clippers, and then the Lakers coming in at 3. Your guess is as good as mine at this point, people, and we have a weigh-in for you. What team will Kawhi Leonard play for next season? Again, people, probably just the Spurs. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. I am still furious that we've been brought to this situation. Do you know what? I am no longer on anyone's side. I am not on the Spurs side. I am no longer on Kawhi Leonard's side. I'm on no one's side. I'm on mine because this entire situation has been blown so far out of proportion, and I'm still primarily blaming you, Kawhi. You've handled this situation so poorly. I don't care if he wants to make his own decisions in life. I don't care what you want to do. There is a certain professionalism that is expected among NBA stars this year. When you're getting paid $20 million a year and you're still cashing those checks, you can respond with a little bit of professionalism. Go back to Carmelo Anthony when he was on the Nuggets looking to make a trade over to the New York Knicks. He handled that situation quite well. He asked for a trade. He told them where he wanted to go. He was the one making the statements. He was the one talking to the organization. He was not, messing around with Popovich and R.C. Buford. No. Melo treated that situation correctly, and Kawhi Leonard should follow suit and use a little bit of professionalism. Because at this point, I think his reputation is is just so irreparable right now with how poorly his camp has treated this situation. So the Raptors in the lead for Kawhi. I don't know why anyone would want to trade for this guy at this point, but I guess, that's just the Toronto Raptors for you. All right, let's keep going here with the Los Angeles Lakers and their rumors. Apparently, the Lakers agreed with me that they signed their players because of toughness and defense. Rob Pelinka said in a press conference the other day, quote, "Trying to beat the Warriors at their game is a trap." Look, I said this multiple times last show, the show before that, and even the show before that. The reason that the Lakers made these moves were not to try and beat the Warriors with three-point shooting and crazy offensive analytics. They're figuring, you know what? If we can't beat them with points, let's try to beat them with heart. Let's try to beat them with effort, and let's try to beat them with versatile defenders. They got JaVale McGee. They got Rajon Rondo. They got Lance Stevenson. They're bringing back Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They're keeping the kids and seeing how they work next to LeBron. Look, nothing else has worked at this point in terms of beating the Warriors. The only thing that worked was a godlike performance from LeBron James and Kyrie Irving when they were down 3-1 in the NBA Finals. That, up to this point, has been the only thing that has worked to beat the Warriors, and that is not something that is going to happen again. If you want to beat the Warriors, try something new. I credit the Lakers for trying. I also credit the Lakers for trying while also making the team interesting. This team is very interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how it works out next year. All right, let's get to our next Lakers rumor. This came out of last night because, look, the Lakers Summer League team has looked fantastic so far, and a Lakers source has confirmed this as well, that the Lakers want to see their kids, and I say kids, they're young pieces, they want to see their young pieces with LeBron before they make a trade. They're very eager to see LeBron out there with the likes of Lonzo and Kuzma and Ingram. And look, guys, you can go back and look at LeBron's previous teams. When is the last time that LeBron James has had a team like this with so much young talent, with so much potential, with so much length and versatility and fun on it? He hasn't. He's never had a team with this much young talent on it. He hasn't. It wasn't there when he first came to the Cleveland Cavaliers back in 2014. It wasn't there when he left the Cavs and went to the Heat in 2010. It wasn't there when he originally got drafted by the Cavs as the #1 overall pick. He's never had this much young talent on a team before. And it's going to be really interesting to see how those guys change their games and adapt to their surroundings. Because look, I understand that Brandon Ingram had a great season last year. But again, go back and look at the teams that LeBron has had. He has had similar players before to a Kyle Kuzma. He has had similar players before to a Lonzo Ball. He has had a similar player before to something like a Svi Mikhailuk or a Josh Hart. Brandon Ingram, though? Nope. He has never had anyone on any of his teams like a Brandon Ingram. A 6'11", 20-year-old who has outrageous scoring potential? Never. No one even close has ever been on a team like that with LeBron. So I think it's going to be really, really interesting how he's going to maneuver with this new team. But a good maneuver that you should make is to subscribe to us here on YouTube. We're trying to get to 100,000 YouTube subscribers. We're already past 56,000. We have 500 people watching us right now, live right now. Get that subscription done. You'll see plenty of me. You'll see plenty of the rest of the people that we have here talking NFL, MLB trade deadline, college football, fantasy football, everything that you could hope and dream for out of the YouTube sports channel. We got it here for you. All right, let's get to our last Lakers rumor. Apparently, the Lakers did almost draft Mitchell Robinson. Now, I bring this up because he's looked so good in Summer League so far, and I will always admit to people when I'm wrong. As of right now, and it is just Summer League, I've been wrong about Mitchell Robinson. He is way ahead of what I expected him to be after missing an entire season of basketball. He's looked fantastic for the New York Knicks so far. And again, it is still Summer League, I understand, but you got to just go off of what you're seeing. And we're seeing him in Summer League. He's absolutely dominating. The dude's averaging like 7 blocks a game. That's insane. And I understand why the Lakers didn't want to draft him, because he didn't go to the combine. He has a lot of maturity issues. Again, the Lakers did everything they could do this summer based around LeBron James. If they did not draft Mitchell Robinson, I guarantee you it was because they had LeBron James in mind. Look at the players they drafted. Mo Wagner, stretch 4 shooter who can do a lot of different versatile things. He's going to be a great fit next to LeBron James. Svi Mikhailuk, I called him during the draft. He's basically Kyle Korver with a more difficult name to say. So the Lakers are clearly making all of their moves to build a team around LeBron. And I think they saw with Mitchell Robinson that he's going to take a little bit too much time in order to actually, be a part of this team and be a healthy contributor. So I understand why they didn't actually draft him. It's not a huge surprise, but credit to the Knicks for taking a chance on him. I said during the draft that I wasn't crazy high on Mitchell Robinson, but he went to the perfect situation by going to New York Knicks to getting to learn under Dave Fizdale. I cannot wait to see what this kid turns into. He's a fantastic player, a lot of length, a lot of ability, a lot of fun also. It just really remains to be seen if he has the overall maturity level to actually maintain some success at the NBA level. So we have Mitchell Robinson possibly going to, or could have gone to, the Lakers. Instead, he ended up with the New York Knicks